How do we learn language? Linguists, people who study languages, can help answer this question. One famous linguist, Noam Chomsky, explains that we are born with the seeds of language inside of us, with internal rules that help us to learn words and then put these words together to form sentences. Just like the seeds we plant in the ground grow into trees with branches and leaves, the grammar rules inside of us grow into words and sentences as we get older. When we plant seeds into the ground, we must water them so that they have the nutrients to grow tall and strong. Over time, a tree will continue to grow taller and wider with branches and leaves. Babies grow and learn how to form words and make sentences from their parents and interactions with their peers at school.
We are born with language inside of us, just like seeds in the ground. Our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends nurture the language seeds by talking to us, reading and singing to us, and watching television shows with us from the time we are babies. Because we all come from different families, we each have our very own way of speaking. Some families speak languages other than English at home as well. There are 6,500 languages spoken in the world. Do you know anyone who speaks a different language? No matter the language, all people are born with language rules inside of them. Eventually, they use those rules to understand and develop speech. Just like trees pop out of the dirt, one day we just start saying words. Chomsky says that these words are able to grow because we have internal grammar rules, like seeds inside of us when we are born. As we spend time with our families, we learn more and more words. Then, we put these words together to form sentences. Just like a tree grows more branches and leaves, as we grow up, the grammar rules inside of us help us to grow and form words into sentences.
When we start school, teachers help us understand language through lesson plans and worksheets. The language we use at school, also known as academic language, differs from the one we use at home and with our friends. Academic language usually contains a variety of complex nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. When we're young, we begin writing and saying simple sentences like "I want to play." Once we understand these simple sentences, we're able to make longer ones called complex sentences. For example, I want to play with a ball. I want to play with a red ball. And I want to play with a red ball that you brought. After we learn the basic structure of sentences, we can form compound sentences by writing and editing. An example of a compound sentence is birds sing and dogs bark.
Conjunction junction, what's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction junction, how's that function?
I got 3 favorite cars that get most of my job done.
Conjunction junction, what's their function?
I got and, but, and, or, they'll get you pretty far. And, that's an additive, like this and that. But, that's sort of the opposite. Not this, but that. And then there's or, O-R, when you have a choice like this or that. And, but, and, or get you pretty far.
Just like seeds in the ground that grow into trees,
The language rules inside of us help us to learn words and form sentences.
and that's how we grow grammar.